Okay, guys, I want to talk about British and American accents. Yeah, I like British accents. You know, there's similarities to us Americans and then us, well, them British people. We speak the same language. I wouldn't know anything else because I'm not British. But my language arts teacher is, or language arts teacher is, yeah. He is British, so he says words that I've never, ever pictured of saying. And I'm sorry if I start to get a little low. My throat still hurts from me sick. I'm sick, okay? I made a video about that scrap. So, here we go. I'm going to tell you 12 things British people do. No. Top 12 things British does do better than American that just makes sense. 1. Letting retail employees sit down at the till. What's a till? Anyway, when I first went to British grocery store, not me, a personal website, the thing that shocked me the most wasn't the variety of different foods, it was the fact that the people who were the checkout lanes get to sit down. I have never seen this in a grocery store in the US, me either, ever. It just makes sense. Why do they have to stand? It's a job that could be perfectly well done sitting down with the occasional standing up and a scan an item that won't fit on the converter belt. It just seems more humane than having someone stand on their feet the whole shift. This would be especially nice for older employees and pregnant women who are forced to work. 2. Trains. Dear Britain, your trains are awesome. While the Brits might disagree with this statement, I'm writing for a land with few trains at all. We have a national train network, but it's slow, expensive, and not a very good way to get around the country. And it can take up to a week to get from one end of the country to the other by train. That's why we love to fly. In Britain, you can get to every corner of Britain by train. Not only that the trains are fast compared to their US counterparts, I'm not talking about high-speed bullet trains here. While Britain's rail network does have its problems, and we've experienced them, the mere fact they exist should be enough to be grateful. Okay, I've never rode a Britain train before because I've never been to, Europe, but I'm hoping to go there soon or later. But, ow, I'm sorry if I ag and pain, but I have rode in U.S. train before, and I can't compare the two. I do know a U.S. train is fast, but it's like hot. I just bit my gum, but it's hot. Government, and I would know nothing about this. One thing I admire most about Britain, it is a form of government. In America, no, government, dot. In America, comma, we have these branches of government that divide power, dot. In theory, this is a great way to keep up the government in check, dot. In practice, it's simple because a recipe for permanent political deadlock, dot. In Britain, comma, there's one branch of government, dot, parliament, dot, all power, comma, laws, comma, legal force come from parliament. It is Britain's leisure, judiciary, and exclusive branch. In what? I don't feel like reading the rest of that. Public television. We love the BBC. We love their shows, their stars, and their way of doing things. Most of all, we love the BBC stands for it is a public service broadcaster. That's funny. You know, you get it, BBC, but it's PSB, public service broadcaster. Well, we have PBS here in the U.S. PBS, U.S. Anyway, PBS is a week. I didn't say this, okay? organization dependent on the largest of donors wishing it to continue. In Britain, if you own a TV, every year you have to pay a tax that funds the BBS in its entirety. The perk of this is the public broadcaster. This is based in its news coverage and doesn't air commercials. It don't got commercials. I like it already. Even PBS airs commercials these days. The BBC model is definitely something to be admired. Spelling, number 5. Adding the extra U to a lot of words just adds an extra bit of flourish to spellings and seems all more refined. The House of Lords. What the freak is that? What the freak is the House of Lords? Let's find out. Okay. While most consider the House of Lords to be in a conventional place in modern Britain, I would argue with. I don't want to read that because I don't know what it is. Budget day, holiday time. Oh, holiday time. Let's read this one. Okay. Like the rest of the year, Britain gets a lot of time off. Here in America, we usually get 2 weeks paid vacation, and that's if we get any time off at all. That's 10 paid days plus the weekends. Most people don't even take that as they're afraid of leaving their jobs for an amount of time. By law, UK workers get 28 days of paid vacation time. By law, yes, it's in bold, there is no law in the USA mandating. This does not include the 9 bank holidays where most workers get the time off as well. Parentheses. Though employers can count there in your 28 days, most don't. End of parentheses. On top of that, it's a common practice that most business to shut down for the 2 weeks between Christmas and New Year's, parentheses, and not have it taken out of those days. End of parentheses. Don't even get me started on sick days or maternity leave, parentheses, not part of the 28 days either, end of parentheses. British people work just as hard as Americans do. They get more time to enjoy themselves or take care of themselves if they get sick. Limit Sunday retail hours, currency, plugs have switches. What? Let's read that. This is number 11. Plugs have switches. It's a minor thing, but it rather makes sense. All plugs in a wall have a switch. When you're using it, you turn it off. Such a simple way to save energy. It's also much safer than opening live plugs everywhere. Also, many hotels Norways make you insert your key into a special switch. And when you're in your room and when you leave, it shuts off the lights in the room. Another great way to save energy. That's awesome. Yeah, that's way better. I like that. Okay. 12. The washer and dryer is only one machine. What? I'm reading this joint. Okay. I always wondered why a washer and dryer had to be separated machines, and now I realize the reason. Corporate America simply wants us to buy 2 machines instead of 1 so they can make more money. Most households in Europe have 1 washer and dryer combo unit. They're compact and are often located in the kitchen. This also makes more sense. Why does it being in the kitchen make more sense? That's the only part I don't get. It works for an entire continent, much less work when doing the wash. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Okay? Okay. The whole plug thing on the whole thing on the plug makes sense. You see that? This is what's in my wall right now. I just accidentally took this out. Okay. This is what's in my wall right now, okay? The whole plug thing does make sense. I like that one. Okay, and then I'm going to show you my washer and dryer. We actually got new ones. I don't want to show you a bra. Hold on. Let's take that off. It's not a lot of light in this room. My washer and dryer. Can you see them? They're blue and stuff. Can you see it now? You can't really see the blueness, but it's a pretty blue, and that's my washer and dryer. And as you can tell, This is my dryer. This is my washing machine, the one with the bottle on it. So, I like that one too. So they don't have to be enough space, you know? So yeah, just wanted to talk about British stuff. Cause, sorry, I'm like looking at a bunch of British stuff right now. I'm having fun talking about British people. I love the accent and everything about them. Like Jack Gaps. Finn and Jack are so awesome. You know how awesome they are? Okay, this one says top 10 myths Americans generally believe about Britain. 1. They all speak with a Cockney accent. Britain is a land of I don't know that word, variation, and if you're only exposure to British English is lock, stock into smoking barrels or Mary Poppins. You'll be quite surprised when you arrive at the counter in huge area and British accents, especially London. They all live in London. Number 2. British is a huge place and London is only a small part of it. There are many Brits who never actually been in London at all, and many Brits have to love/hate relationships with their beloved capital. That being said, Britain has many large cities, all as cool, if not cooler than London. You should check them out. They're sore about the Revolutionary War. They're reserved and unfriendly. They all know the Queen. The food sucks. Whoa! There's no ice anywhere. It rains all the time. They all have bad teeth. They hate Europe and are xenophobic. I don't know that word. They're happy to fight in our wars. They love Tony Blair. They hate Americans but love our money. They hate all immigrants. They're all Manchester United fans. I don't know that word either. We saved there in World War II. Okay. I guess I'm done with this video because everything up here is retarded now. How do you say retarded in a British accent? Retarded. I don't know how to say that in a British accent, but everything else I think I can say in a British accent, but I can't say retarded. Retarded. I can't say it in a British accent, but I'll probably do another video about British accents, and then I'll probably do another one tomorrow, because I might do another video tomorrow about American versus Japanese, because my grandma is Japanese, so I'm going over her house because I'm sick, and my stomach hurts, and my head hurts, and everything. But you know, I actually almost threw up in school today. Like I literally like stopped running in PE and was like, and it was like right here, like right there, and I was like literally threw up right there. But I didn't. But I almost did. See, I'm taking medicine. But, and this was nasty. I took this at first, and then I'm a big girl, so I didn't use a cup. I just went like that. Oh, it's nasty. But I gotta go now. I need to. Well, I finished everything. I'm kind of gonna start my project again. Bye.